Gibraltar Day is a celebration and commemoration of the ROC's links with the UK, both past and present. And among the most significant events in their shared history is the Evacuation, which saw thousands of Gibraltarians housed in London, with many finding much needed support here at Our Lady of Dolours Servite Church. Bishop Ralph Heskett, formerly of the Diocese of Gibraltar and now of Fulham, said he hadn't expected to be presiding over the Mass once again, but that he was delighted to be there. He blessed the statue of Our Lady of Europe.
It's a wonderful opportunity for Gibraltar to celebrate and to give thanks for the generosity and the wonderful hospitality that the parish of Our Lady of Dolours offered to Gibraltarian families all those years ago. And many Gibraltarians returned home, but I know a number of people settled down here in the area too. So yes, it's a special occasion marking the 75th anniversary.
Asked for an indication as to when his successor in Gibraltar would be appointed, Bishop Heskett said he believed this would be sooner rather than later, adding, however, there's nothing unusual about the time it's taking. The readings at the Mass were given by the Chief Minister and by the Mayor of Kensington and Chelsea, Robert Freeman. In attendance, along with Gibraltarians and friends of Gibraltar, both visiting and resident in the UK, were several government ministers and the leader of the opposition, Daniel Feetham. Addressing a reception after the Mass, Fabian Picardo said Our Lady of Dolours Servite Church was evocative of what the Gibraltarian evacuees' lives must have been like, describing it as somewhere they could get together and see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
Fulham Church would have been one of the places where those people would have gathered, probably every Sunday or more often even than that. One of the few places where they might have seen the light at the end of the tunnel of the Second World War. A place where I can imagine my own ancestors, my mother, my uncle, my grandmother, etc. in this church, which is the place they would have come to. And I think that's particularly evocative. And because of the faith that there was in Gibraltar at that time, to have a statue of Our Lady of Europe brought here, I think is particularly important, and I thought it was a very emotional event today to see the blessing of the statue in the church.
Fabian Picardo also called for those present to remember the Gibraltarians also in London at Galpe House undergoing medical treatment, saying if we are celebrating and remembering Gibraltar, we must also think of them. Cristina Cortés, GBC News, London.